Hi, you guys. Make sure I'm connected. Yep, here we go. All right. So my name is Denise, and I just wanted to share with you a few things that I remember from years ago. So I have been with my own business for about 10 years. And previous to this, I was a clinical psychologist. And so I got my master's in clinical psychology, and I thought that's where I was supposed to be. I was excited about it. I was working with people, and it didn't take long for me to be tired, bored, and burnt out and realize that honestly it was way more about policy, paperwork, and procedure than it really was about people. So I want to hear from you. What are you guys doing now? And do you like what you're doing? Where are you from? Tell me. I want to hear it. Because for me, I got to this place where I did not really like what I was doing. Of course, I liked my clients, I liked my people, but I didn't like all the overhead. I didn't like all the suffocation. I didn't like always feeling like I was rushing from here to there, and I was late, or I was, I didn't like feeling stuck or trapped. So I want to hear, has anybody ever felt like that before, or is it really just me? Tell me where you're from, what you've been up to, what you're doing now, and if you really like it. Because when I was working my full-time job, that's how I felt. I felt like, is the grass really greener on the other side? And honestly, it was easier to stay in this spot that I didn't really like, where I felt like I was living weekend to weekend, because the weeks were so full of craziness, running from here to there and being late and feeling like high stress all the time. That's how I felt. I felt high stress all the time. But I didn't really know if there was another option. And so what I would do is I would just find a reason to stay where I was, where I was just all right, my favorite part is this client. I'm here for this person, or I'm going to make it to this vacation, or I am going to make it to, I'd set little goals for myself. All right, get to here, and then you can go, and I tried to make it work, and I tried to be the best in that situation, but I was stuck, and I felt like there was another option. And I don't know, but for me, I've learned that it's insane. If you don't like what you're doing, why are we still there? And I feel the same way. If I didn't like what I was doing, why was I still there? Why was I still trying to figure out a way to make it work when I wasn't happy, and it wasn't a place where I could thrive, and it was suffocating? And I think so many of us decide to stay comfortable even if we don't like it, because we're scared of what's on the other side. You know what I mean? I think a lot of us would choose, just because it's easier. Just, it is. It's just easier. So we stay somewhere, even if we don't like it, or if it's not a place that we are thriving, or maybe there's something, not right about what's going on. We figure out ways to make it last. All right, I'm going to get to Christmas. I'm going to get to this vacation. I'm here for this. We do our best. But you guys, why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we stay stuck somewhere we don't like just because it's more comfortable or maybe a little bit easier? That is insane to me. It is. And when I think I think of talking to people while they're at work or what's going on. I think, well, if they wanted something different, they would do something different. Or if they didn't like where their job was, they would do something different, right? They would go find another job, or they would find another relationship, or and I know it's not that simple, and I know that it's not, but so many of us stay comfortable even if we don't like it. We just do. We just do. And I am here to say that is insane. That if you don't like what you're doing, if you don't like your job, or you don't like your situation, we all have to take 100% responsibility for where we are. Let's make a change. Let's make a change, because on the flip side, what if? What if it does work? What if whatever you do next, whatever new job you have, whatever new adventure you take on, whatever new hobby you do, what if it's like the best time of your life and you almost missed it because you chose to stay comfortable and you wondered, is the grass really greener on the other side? Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is greener. Sometimes you have to get outside your comfort zone. Sometimes you have to do something different so you can have something different. But if you are somebody who is staying where you are just because it's easy, or just because you know it, or just because, but you're not thriving there, then I challenge you to make a change. Whatever change it is, I challenge you to make a change. Because I know for me, if I didn't make a change, I would probably still be like stuck. I probably would still be living weekend to weekend. I would probably still be feeling suffocated in my, when you're just so stressed or late and you're running. I mean, I was a zombie kind of throughout the week, just going through the motions, but not physically there. I was physically there, but not like mentally there, It doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. I've been there, I've done that, and I know that it can be different. So, again, my name is Denise, and if you at all have ever felt like it's easier to stay where you are than it is to make a change, I challenge you to make a change. Just do it. Whether you get started on a new adventure or you start a new hobby or you do something, make change, because it absolutely can and will make a difference for you. Like it can. You can find a place where you are thriving. And I know because I've been there, where I almost stayed where I was just because it was easier. And that is insane. That is insane. We are all called to something more. We are all called to something better. We are all called to find the place where we plant our roots and grow and blossom and become all that we are created to be. Don't sell yourself short by staying comfortable or doing something because it's easy, because it's not worth it. Like losing your soul is not worth it. And that's what I felt like I was doing. I did. I felt like I was just like not living inside. You know what I mean? Where I was just a zombie. I was going through the motions. I was not super happy. I was just kind of doing the day rather than taking the, growing and changing and becoming better. As soon as I, even though it was scary, did something a little bit different and stepped outside my comfort zone, I truly have learned that you can thrive. You can find a place where you have friends, where you feel included, where you feel welcomed, where you feel like you can set down your roots, where you can grow, where you can become your best version inside and out and be supported by so many awesome people. So anyway, to me, insanity is wanting something different but doing the same thing. And if you are at that place where you are ever stuck and you don't like where you are, I challenge you to make a change, because it is greener on the other side. You are made for more. Don't stay stuck just because it's more comfortable, because I can tell you thriving and growth happen outside your comfort zone. So that is my thought for today. I know that it's easier said than done, but take the first step, because it absolutely is worth it. So thanks for plugging in. See you guys next time.